Okay. Simplicity is certainly divinity, certainly my motto. I've been brainstorming, been sick lately with sinusitis because of this crappy weather. Um, you know damn well I own more camera straps than I've got tattoos. Certainly the case. I've mentioned videos on modifying a Black Rapid strap like this. Downfalls, obviously, you know, the lack of a brad strap. They call it the brad strap that actually links from here to the back of the strap to keep it from moving. Another issue, and this is a bane for any photographer, especially a wildlife photographer, is hate that. Secondarily, I actually don't trust the link on this carabiner. I don't like the fact that it slips and that they don't include a brad strap. I don't like the fact on the Black Rapid that I don't have to, but I'm not very interested in dropping expensive cameras in the dirt. I'd have to put zip ties on this, you know, these unnecessary connectors. If you're in a third world country or something, someone can hit the back of your Black Rapid here and unlatch and yank your camera from you. Do not like the fact that I'm constantly, as it is, and this is the cross shot, which is basically my favorite Black Rapid, and I've used all the Black Rapids. This is constantly shifting, even with the brad strap, you know, to my back or to my front, constantly. You know, you got good rubber traction here, but it's still slipping. I don't like it. It's noisy. This is always working loose. Even with this locking mechanism here, I always have to retighten that back up. Or the fact that the carabiner is metal against metal here, obviously it's an issue with sound. Anyway, after much brainstorming and 4 different prototypes, I've actually found the best camera strap that I've ever used, and I do mean ever, and I created it. I'll show you in the second video a close-up of how to make one. The summation cost is about $18. The only thing that you will need, and you can get these off of eBay, is the little link right here. They're $11, sometimes as cheap as $10. This little link. Okay. Now, what have I got here? I wanted to show you one thing, well, actually a couple things first. I have no noise with this strap at all. Actually, the only noise you're hearing are these triangle links smacking against this Fuji X-T1. Very quick, completely quiet, will not slip off. You notice that I actually made this a modified strap. Unlike, this is like a shot, a Black Rapid shot. A shot would go over one shoulder, the cross shot would go over the head and come around this way. So this is a modified shot, and well, it's completely different than Black Rapid. There's nothing on this to fail. What's the difference? No noise. It will not slip off my shoulder no matter what I do, and I'll show you how in just a second. If I lean over and drop this off my shoulder, it still will not come off. If I were not fat and I were a person that ran, this would still stay in place. I've been testing this. Here's my other prototype over here. I've since improved on it from this. And I'm going to make a few more of these. I'm going to show you how to. Like I said, total cost roughly about $18. Now this is called a runner. It's used by rappellers and climbers. I actually got it at a hiking store. I got a couple of these. This one is 45 inches long. Now it's double. You could get a single one that would be like 23 inches or maybe one a little shorter. Obviously I'm a fat dude. I got a double strap here. I actually just twisted it and turned it into one 23-inch long piece. But if I were to unravel it, it would be well, 44, 45 inches. Now, the way this thing is actually stitched up here from the factory, it's got 5 horizontal stitches. This, you can actually lift a car up with this sucker. Literally like a small car. So this is never going to break. Never. I mean, this is tough as nuts. There is nothing tougher than this. Now, the only thing I have here, I'm able to use either let me show you. One of these. The next one I'm actually going to use one of these plastic lockers. I used industrial super glue for this, but this doesn't take anything other than lateral stress. So what I'm pulling on this, how it distributes the load on my back. You can see how it connects in the back. I'm actually connecting to the front. When I actually yank on it, the way it actually distributes the load is more comfortable. I've actually been using this quite a bit with a Nikon D3, so you think, well, you just got a little dinky Fuji X-T1 there. What about a big heavy camera? That's the first thing I tested, was the Nikon D3, which it doesn't get any heavier than that. Right now I just have the Fuji on here. I have a quick link here. Now you can get little cheap ones that are steel for like $2. This one is actually a solid stainless steel one, so that will run you about $4 on eBay. This is actually designed to save your life. This green strap, and it's called a runner. You can find it on eBay. Just type in climbing runner or rappelling runner. It's meant to save your life, and I mean, I could hang an elephant off of this strap and it won't break, or actually support a small car. That's how heavy duty this is. And like I said, the only thing I've got here is a transferring lateral stress. I use industrial super glue. Now the way you actually build it, I'll show you that in the second video, is I'll glue it from my back side first, or the front side. Well, you need to be the back side. Then I bring it over to the front. I drag the strap over here to where it is comfortable. So this is the only custom fit part. You can stick a buckle here, but I actually, on the first one of my perfect prototype, I actually used industrial super glue. So I cinched it to where it needed to be. I marked it, and then I've got a 1-inch section of industrial super glue. It's just tougher than nails. It's not going to come apart, but it's not taking any stress here except for some lateral stress. So it's never going to fall off. It's completely quiet. It doesn't move. And I have two sets. These are actually designed to hold 500 pounds, but I have a main hold and a redundancy, so it's never going to come loose from here. And this stainless steel quick link, I mean, once again, that's enough to lift a car, much less any camera that you've got. So this is the most comfortable. Also, by the way, all these buckles and all the BS that is on this Black Rapid for $35, that doesn't need to be there, and the rattling noise, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's not that big folded up, but this is half the weight, and I'm able to ball it up into the size of my hand. So it weighs half as much, it's twice as comfortable, and the way it actually distributes the load, especially with the D3, which is a real heavy sucker, is so comfortable. I've never been so happy. I mean, I'm always inventing and trying to create stuff, and I've been rolling my eyes in the back of my head thinking about this for a long time, of how I could actually simplify this. And of course, it's so simple, I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but I've actually found now, I'm going to make a few more of these. My favorite camera strap is I'm probably going to give away the Black Rapids. I might not give them away. I mean, I'll still keep them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I've definitely replaced my Black Rapids with this thing now. I have no weak points on this for this to break. This will support a car. It will literally support a car. And the only thing I have here is lateral stress. If I actually cut this here, the only thing it's doing is cinching up this against my body so that it won't fall off, and I don't have any movement. There's no more shoulder pad to slip back and forth, even with the brad strap. They call it a brad strap from Black Rapid, and what it does is it attaches from here to here. Except in the cross shot, instead of going over the shoulder, it actually goes over the head, so it is actually attaching this way. And or some people call it a pit strap. They call it a brad strap because it goes underneath your armpit, and it goes from here to the back side of the strap. But even with that, it's always moving, and it's always a pain in the crotch, and I don't like the noise, and I don't like how it's designed. But that's as comfortable as it got, but it never distributed the load anywhere near as comfortably as this camera strap that I've created. So check out the second video. I'll show you how to make it. And nobody yet has ever complained about anything that I've shown you how to make, that it doesn't work or it doesn't do exactly what I say it does. So, you know, I'm not selling anything. I'm not going to start marketing these to people. But I'm so glad that I thought this up, and I don't know why I didn't think of it before. One thing I didn't think of is I kept thinking in terms of using a cross-shot type design instead of a single shoulder shot design. Like the Black Rapid that goes over a single shoulder is called a shot, and the one that, like this, actually goes over the head is a cross shot. And I kept trying to mod that and thinking of how I could cinch this, but this works perfectly, is using a pit strap or a crossbody strap that connects to the back, but using a single shoulder like this, so I have no movement, it won't fall off, it's very lightweight, and how it distributes the load, if I actually yank on this, how it distributes the load between my chest and over my shoulder is the most comfortable camera strap that I've ever used. And the main thing that concerned me the most is having something that I could make out of nylon, since I don't have an industrial sewing machine, you know, to make a stitching like this, that it would never let my camera drop in the ditch. And I'm actually more confident with this design of mine than Black Rapid or any of the other camera straps that I've got. And oh my God, I've got a lot of camera straps, and I've used, my God, I mean, I've used a lot of camera straps. I mean, Peak Designs, Black Rapid, all the rest of them. So you can make this yourself. And as I've said before, I always knew that the answer to the perfect camera strap would be using a device or two from the gear of folks that need heavy industrial gear for rappelling and for climbing. And I found it, and this is it. So anyway, check out the next video. I'll show you how to make it, and that's that. Thanks for watching. Yeah, catch you later. And I promise if you make this, it will work exactly as I said. Okay? Thanks. Bye.